dude. I need to get it together. They think they can do what we do, but do it better. Job turkeys getting bread and getting cheddar. Don't get sandwiched by a real competitor. Let them up, I'm getting better. No time to be fed up. Go get us for false profits. Get stoned like Rosetta. I'm just getting started, sorry I can't let up. And even if I could, I wouldn't, cause it's a setup for the next line. Wait in line for the next time. My intellect's fine when I find it's nothing's really mine.
I'ma do whatever it takes to get better. I'ma do whatever it takes to get better. I'ma do whatever it takes to get better. I am better. I am whatever.
Welcome to the Starting Over podcast. I am your host, Edward Shelton, aka Dark Logos, and this is where we look at the strategies, tactics, and mechanics behind the game of HeroClix. Praise God, it's about to rain because it's fire up here, and yesterday it was 90-something degrees, and I had to walk outside during my job, and I was sweating so bad. Oh, I'm so happy it's about to rain. Today I have my super friendly, very, 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 very great guest, Dan Moran, on the show. And we are going to be talking about post-Gen Con, and we are going to be talking about his charity tournament. So say hello to the nice people, Dan.
Hello.
All right. So anyway, we saw some interesting stuff at Gen Con, and we've had some interesting conversations on the show lately about it. So what was your Gen Con experience like, and what happened to you in those out rounds?
Well, Gen Con's always a blast, and I always have a lot of fun there. Police Kids really, really improved upon the Battle Royale situation from last year. I mean, I almost never had to wait in a line to get to a Battle Royale. The only issue I would say is that there were a lot of people who were playing a game of let's have three of us together and let's jump the fourth guy. But that just got to happen. I'm not mad at them. I would have done the same thing. So I played, I think, 7 Battle Royale. 4 of them I played by myself, and I got jumped every time, and that was that. And then when I finally got a friend to play, we went 2 and 1. But so that's what I really did for Thursday and Saturday, just the occasional Battle Royale and chatting and just relaxing. And then Sunday I did Worlds, and I had a poor World experience. I came in dead last and didn't score a single point. I think I went from like the highest of highs to the lowest of lows. So.
Oh wow!
It happens.
So
we play tested really well. I will say we play tested really, really well. And in the first game, I was too conservative when I should have been a bit more aggressive. And the second game was just like a really bad matchup that was just designed to do nothing but beat my team, and it was going to do that.
Okay, and so let's talk about that second matchup. What ended up happening? Because is that the one? I can't remember.
Well, if anyone doesn't know, what I played was fantastic. Lance Force's Superman with the full gauntlet and 2 Scarlet Witches. The idea being I would barrier in a corner while Superman powered up on the gauntlet, and if someone came after me, like let's just say a Sentry Void is what I was figuring, or something else that came after my barriers, busted the barriers, shot the Scarlet Witch. Between Superman's innate defense trait and their own perplex, they got a 19 at props, so you got to roll twice. So I figured if you got an 11 on, and if you do a wingering, because you blew up, so it'll be 11 on 20. You got to roll 9, you got to roll twice. I figured it was a pretty good strategy. And it play tested pretty well. It beat Sentry Void consistently. It beat a couple other teams I thought might be at Worlds. I didn't think of I didn't foresee someone else playing a team very similar to mine and how I would deal with it. And that was one of my failings in play testing, because that was the first team I faced in the first round. It was a scientist team with Red Skull with the gauntlet. And where my thing was like, I kind of want Godhood. The thing was like, I don't give a crap about Godhood. I'm going to power up to Doomsday Device and then get on 1 and go to town. All I care about is taking that power. And that's a team. If I had been a little more aggressive early, maybe things could have gone differently, but at the same time, he was putting up a barrier same as me, and I couldn't really get through his barriers. I mean, Scarlet Witch can put damage to 3, but then they're in range, and it was no good. I backed myself into a corner. He killed the Scarlet Witch, and then Red Skull one-shot my Superman, and that was it. At that point, I forced it because I wasn't going to get no points.
Yeah.
And the second game was against a team that was 2 Sun Boy, 2 Scarlet Witches. I think one Scarlet Witch was 75 points, and one was 65 points because she had a partial gauntlet. But I could be wrong. I don't quite remember. And that team was just like, Mystic's out the butt, and Pulse Wave, Side Blast, and the only way I could deal with Mystic was by having the Soul Gem showing, and it never was, and she was no good. No good.
Yeah. Wow.
So, I didn't score any points, so that said, it happens. I mean, there were some teams there that I could have done pretty well against. There was somebody who played a Gladiator Cosmo team. It's like one attacker going against me and my barriers. Yes, please. I'll take that. There was a Janet Stell, Scarlet Witch team. I think I would have done real well against that. I mean, there were a bunch of teams I thought I would have done well against, but, you play the hand you dealt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and as much as I complain about that, and I think matchups are screwed me over, you got George Massow, who beats his first round team, loses pretty badly in the second round, just squeaks into the top 8, and then has to play the exact same team he lost to and beats it. So,
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough situation, and people, sometimes, you realize, hey, sometimes the brackets aren't in your favor, but, that's just how it goes. So, all right, down to the meat of what we're going to talk about today. Pretty much, you have your upcoming tournament, which you have tons of goodies. The tournament part is full, but there's still...
Tons is underestimating. I'm telling you right now, anyone who's guaranteed a seat in my event is leaving bare minimum with a Taraxia, an LE, a White Lantern Sinestro, a mat, and a pair of custom dice. Minimum. The 65th person who scores 0 points and loses every game is getting that. Minimum.
Wow. Ooh, just you think about that. Just minimum, you're going to be walking away with a map, a Taraxia, a White Lantern Sinestro, and some custom dice. That is pretty good. That is
basically, I had an incredibly generous soul who donated me 50 White Lantern Sinestros. Yes, 50 White Lantern Sinestros. And we're putting them to good use. We're not holding anything back.
Oh, wow. And then just let some other people know, what are some of the other wonderful prizes that you have for your guests?
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, we've got so much stuff. Honestly, we're recording this on a Friday right now, and I'm going to take inventory on Saturday because it's getting so crazy. But eyeballing it, I know I have a ton of Realm Work shirts, the new ones that have Dr. Doom on it and the timeline of HD Realm, and they'll be given out randomly throughout the day. I also have 4 pair of the custom Realm Work dice that Typhon was giving out at Gen Con, anyone he saw wearing a Realm Work shirt. So I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that yet. Give those away, but they'll be given away. We have 3 Colossal Thanoses and their shrines, I believe. We have, like I said, so many Taraxia, I could probably screw them with Duncan. Which I hope that I hope that people get that joke. 2 full sets of the Elders of the Universe, from In-Betweener to the Collector. So many full gauntlets. A whole bunch of Galactic Guardian stuff. Piles of Nova Primes. Piles of Marquis Thors. A full set of 2012 convention LEs. I probably should have said that first because that's the top prize. But yeah, a full set of 2012 convention LEs. And I'm gonna tell you, I got those in a little while ago, and I have tried so hard to win a Superman that now I'm looking at its box and I know I have to give it away, and it hurts a little bit. It hurts a little bit, I gotta say. So I know it's for charity, but I'm only human,
Yeah, I've been wanting that Venom. I've been wanting that Venom so bad. But I'm
If you
not.
get a chance to see one, I don't know if this sculpt has this one little awesome detail where basically not only is Flash Thompson jumping over the wall holding a gun, but the symbiote is actually holding a little handgun as it jumps over. It's kind of adorable.
Oh, dang! I wish I had it. Oh man.
Okay, so we also have
Yeah.
a full set of horsemen from last year, the Pestilence, War, Famine, and on top of that, I'm going to toss in another, not taking another convention exclusive Apocalypse. So somebody's going to get a four set of Apocalypse and his 3 horsemen. I'm sorry, you'll have to get your own Archangel, but he's probably a lot easier to get than everyone else.
It's like $30 on eBay.
We have a Master Mold. We have a Giant Man. I mean, there's so much stuff that's going to be done. And there's going to be and because it's a charity event and there's dollars for prop, and there's always people are going to be mad. It's like, well, some guy outspent me and I lost because of that. I do a raffle. And the idea behind the raffle is whatever money you want to donate, if you don't, suppose this happens, it happens. I'm sorry. It's a charity event. Somebody has a bigger bankroll than you and you lose. And you've lost in the first round, and now it's like, oh man, I'm out of the top 16. I'm not going to get conventionally. Well, we have a raffle. And the prizes for the raffle are pretty awesome, I got to say. It's my way of making sure that you have still a chance to get something really, really good. Plus, don't forget, bare minimum, you're walking out of there with 2 LEs, a White Lantern Sinestro, custom dice, and a map. So nobody's leaving empty-handed. But the way I'm going to do the raffle prizes, our top prize in the raffle is going to be a Colossal Thanos, a full set of one of the full sets of the Elders LE, and a Gauntlet. And that'll be top prize. Then we're also going to give out a Giant Man. He'll be part of the raffle. I don't consider him part of the 2012 convention LEs. So the person who gets the 2012 LEs is just getting the normal size ones. And the only Giant Man we have available will be in the raffle. I'm sorry, I only had enough to get 1 extra. We couldn't get 2 extras. It happens. So if someone's upset about that, I'm still giving you like $400 worth of figures.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also going to have the Apocalypse and the 3 Horsemen. That would be for a raffle prize. And then also, we have a couple of custom sculpts from Ben Meisner, and I guess I'm finally going to reveal those now, which will be given away as prizes. Now, when they came, I got these a couple months ago, and they came to me completely unpainted. I mean, like, not even dry. They were basically sheer plastic. I have absolutely zero skill at painting miniatures, and I couldn't quite get in anyone enough that I trusted. So we found a local guy to hopefully paint them for us, but gladly he tells us that the material that they're on is very, very difficult to paint. So he's going to have like maybe 1 figure painted and the rest primed. Well, sadly, someone's not going to get a pre-painted figure like I thought. They'll have to get it painted themselves. That said, though, the sculpts are going to be great. We have 2 Ares, which are custom sculpted from Ben Meisner, and I was really happy about that because I really like the Ares dial in Chaos War.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a great dial, but the sculpt is terrible. I mean, would you agree with that?
It's better than the last one, but I can see where you're going.
But yeah, this one we got with Ben, it's Ares. I think he's got a gun in one hand, a giant sword in the other. It's an action pose. It's a really cool thing. We also have a custom sculpted Bob, Agent of Hydra, a custom sculpted Scarlet Spider, and that's a really good one. Basically, think of Nick Spidey as Spider-Man on the lamppost, but doesn't look like a cartoon toy.
Oh.
We have, now I actually don't know what character this is, but it looked really, really cool. So I'm going to just kind of advance here. It was labeled as the Destroyer, and it was a scroll with a chest plate on it with a skull and crossbones holding a giant nuclear missile sort of thing. I don't know who that character is, but it looked really awesome, so we're going to have that.
Wow.
Also going to have, let's see, it's 2 Ares, Bob, Agent of Hydra, Scarlet Spider, the Destroyer. I think that it's been a while. I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but those are the sculpts we're going to have. So one of those custom sculpts will be cost in the raffle. The rest will be given out as part of the prizes. We also have some sculpts that were painted by someone on the Realms. We have a customized Ghost Rider. gentleman took the Fast Forces Ghost Rider, which we can all agree is a fantastic Ghost Rider, put it on the dial, and gave him the spinning crane effect that the current Ghost Rider has. So that'll be in the prize pool. We also have a Galactic Guardians Dr. Doom that was repainted in Future Foundation colors. So that's another prize. I don't know how that's going to be given out yet. I don't quite know how prize structure is going to go, but I'm pretty sure the top 4 are going to get a lot of good stuff, and from there on it's going to go down. But again, bare minimum, everyone's getting a White Lantern Sinestro. At minimum.
Wow.
Now, someone who comes in first place, I'm going to say, sadly, you're not going to get a White Lantern Sinestro, but you are going to get probably a Colossal Thanos, a set of convention LEs, a shirt, dice, and a lot of other things, so I think they'll get over it.
Yeah, I if I was winning a Thanos, I wouldn't sweat the fact that I wasn't getting a White Lantern Sinestro or Taraxia. I'd be pretty happy with the Thanos, really.
Well, Taraxia, we may have enough to actually give them an extra one. I don't know. Apparently, I have 20 in my possession right now, and there may be another 40 or 50 waiting for me at another supplier. So we will see.
Ooh, wow. Good gosh.
So, yeah, it's going to be raining Taraxia. And I'm sure everyone's thrilled about that.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
I sat here and I gushed about the prizes for like 20 minutes.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, this entire event grew out of basically, for someone who doesn't know the story behind this event, it's called Probs for Swabs. And what we mean by swabs is we mean bone marrow donors. Because the way this panned out is when I won Worlds in 2011, I ended up with a whole bunch of stuff that I already had but was really cool, so I decided to give it away. And I was talking to some local players. It's like, I'm just going to donate to some venue to let them have some sort of big bang-out tournament and support the local guys. And someone said, if you do that, you'll get like Clixathon level crowds, and you should really think about doing something for charity because you're going to get some kind of crazy turnout. And I thought about it, and my cousin was actually very, very sick. He had a really, really rare genetic disorder called dyskeratosis congenita. And if you can't spell that, don't worry, it's actually very difficult. And he's had it his entire life. And basically what happens is your body doesn't quite produce bone marrow properly, on top of a few other things, and it manifests itself in a lot of ways. And around the time I won Worlds, he had started to get really, really sick. A lot of internal bleeding, a lot of his bone marrow started to legitimately fail, and they were looking to get him matched with a donor, and there was real hope that he would get matched, but sadly that wasn't the case, and he passed away right around Thanksgiving in November, right after we held the event. But the people that were helping him get matched they're DKMS Americans is what they're called. They're the world's largest bone marrow matching center. So any money that we raise will go to them, and any money they get is used to keep their bone marrow database up to snuff. And the way you become a bone marrow donor, there's no pain, no needles, no nothing. Go into your bathroom right now. Open up your medicine cabinet. Find yourself a Q-tip. See that Q-tip? That's what we use to get you to be a bone marrow donor. We rub that on the inside of your cheek, take a little bit of saliva, that's all they need. They check your bone marrow for your DNA. So we're going to have someone there for anyone who wants to become a bone marrow donor to sign up. Anyone who does will get one free raffle ticket. And people have been saying to me, if you really want people to sign up, you should give away a lot of stuff. Like give away like LEs or something. To that I say no. Because this is not something that can be taken lightly. And DKMS is actually very against people being given stuff for donating. Because someone who needs a bone marrow donation is very, very sick, usually on the verge of death. And if you are matched with that person, and then you tell them, no, I don't want to donate, you could kill someone. You could basically, they don't have time to live. So we need people that want to do this. I will give you something as part of thanks, the one free raffle ticket, but I'm not going to give you something great because I want you to do this not because you want something, but because you want to help someone. that's ultimately what we're trying to do here. We're trying to help people.
Yeah, and that's the big thing. I know, like it can get clouded by the prizes and the clicks gathering and the funness that's to be had. But it is a serious issue of we're trying to help save lives, trying to help people out through this means.
We are ultimately trying to help people, but there's no reason we can't have fun. There's no reason you guys can't get some good stuff about it. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Ultimately, we're doing a good thing. We're helping people that are sick. And you know what? Somebody's going to walk away with some awesome prizes. In fact, everybody's going to walk away with something.
Yeah. So, I mean, in all, there's no losers. Even if you can't get inside of the main tournament, it's still, you won't walk away with nothing.
Even if you were on the end table, you've pulled nothing but Iron Man drones and Iron Men, and you're getting smacked by Sentry Voids, and you're sitting there and you're so frustrated. Don't forget, you're walking out of there with a White Lantern, Sinestro, and some stuff minimum, and we still got the raffle. You might walk out of there with a Thanos, or even a Giant Man, or who knows what. I mean, we're making sure that this is the biggest positive event. My goal, as I described to someone, he was telling me that I should save stuff for next year, and I said, nope. Every year I want this to get more and more crazy because I want people in the local area to get excited for this event. Oh, and I should tell anyone listen to your podcast, we never really said this. Anyone in the Philadelphia area who listens to this, who has not signed up, we are full in guaranteed seats. But you can be a part of the raffle and you can sign up to be a bone marrow donor if you sign up to be an alternate. I'm only going to let those who are signed up and alternates buy raffle tickets because I am not shipping prizes. I would love to open it up to the internet. I would love to do all that, but it's more time than I have and more work than I care to do at the moment. There's too much bookkeeping.
Yeah.
So if you want to come out and you want to sign up to be a bone marrow donor and you want to buy some raffle tickets, then you need to, bare minimum, be an alternate. That said, I've had maybe 30 alternates sign up, and a lot of them have gotten seats because of dropouts. So just because you sign up as an alternate might not, don't believe that you're not going to get a seat. People may not show up. Things could happen, and we'll get you seated. So if we can seat you, we can. I mean, so that said, again, if you want to buy a raffle ticket, if you want a chance at Thanos, or you want to sign up to be a bone marrow donor, at least sign up to be an alternate. And to do that, you can find my thread go to HC Realms, go to tournament event discussion, and I believe I've been sticky. You'll see it up there. It'll be second annual props for swabs.
Okay.
And now I'm out of breath. I've talked too much.
That's okay. All right. So with all that, people, if you're able to go out to the event, please do so. Also, if you feel like, hey, this seems to be something I might be interested in, you can directly donate to Dan's cause, or you can donate to the charity that he's endorsing.
If you want to make a donation, don't go through me. Don't send me any money. Don't pay me anything. Go to DKMS. That's D like Dan, K like Kate, M like Mary, S like Sam, Americans, and that's pluralized.com, I believe. And you'll know you're on the right site if you see a big thing that says Get Swabbed. They accept donations through there. And every penny you give, there's no administration fees, no nothing. They use it to purchase additional testing materials to get more bone marrow donors matched.
Okay. All right. So this is going to be like a shorter cast because I do appreciate Dan. He's been more than a willing participant on the Starting Over podcast. Many times for many sets, he's been like a co-host. so many times he's come on. So this is one thing in particular. I
forced you to edit out my cousin apparently a few times as well.
Because we keep it G here, and G is not for gangster.
Although, if anyone's curious, Sentry Void got me to cuss in the Galactic Guardians one. See, just listen to where he edited out my cursing.
Well, Chaos War was Sentry Void. You said Galactic Guardians.
No, that's Sentry Void was the one that got me to cuss in. So if you feel like re-listening to an old podcast, try to find out where I cursed.
And I will say I did a good enough job so most people don't notice that you said something that was a little colorful. So I'm getting better at this Audacity editing game. Who knows? I might be doing some super high level work in the future. I don't know. All right. Well, anyway, this is Starting Over podcast. This is a brief show. I know I've been dumping show after show after show down you guys' throats the last few weeks, but this is definitely one that counts. If of all the events that are going on, there's Howard Brock's Dragon Con and there's Dan's event. So if you can't go to
Don't
either
forget
of them,
also, I guess, to be fair, to plug other events. Sadly, on the day I'm running my event, September 15th, there's also, I didn't want to compete directly against the poor guy, because he does an awesome event too, but there's a Clicksathon up in New York, and also Clicks for Cure in North Carolina is the week after mine, September 22nd, and he's got some good prizes too. He's got a full set of Con LEs, a Thanos, a full set of hulked out heroes, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So there are a lot of, if you can't make it to Philly, but you can make it to New York, go to Clicksathon. If you can't make it to Philly, but you live in North Carolina, go to Clicks for Cure.
okay. See, Dan's full of giving. He's so full of giving. All right. That's it for the Starting Over podcast. We appreciate your listener viewership. It's a little bit of both. And remember, we all have to start over sometime.